So, what has been your favourite stove this year?
Please like and subscribe. The one that sticks out in my memory the most, the one I loved to look at when it was burning and enjoyed the most, was the Clearview Pioneer 400. And this is a Clearview. It works beautifully. It will outlast basically all these modern stoves. And in 30 years, it will be worth more than all these modern stoves. It's not got any of the approvals it should have. Regulators want to ban it from sale. I want to redesign and modernise it. But we're all wrong. Just like the Jeep, this stove is loved because of its character, because of what it has achieved. Yes, you can improve it pretty easily. But after you've done that, just like a new Willys Jeep, we'd all rather still have the old one.
Just because of the way it looked when it was burning?
I loved the look of it. The brand does have a certain X factor about it. They've obviously done their marketing very well, and I love an underdog, and they've received so much bad press and people wanting to sue them, and because they haven't complied with all these new regs in the same way that they haven't interpreted those new regs in the same way that lots of other people have. And I'm with them. Everything about that right now, I love the stove as well. I know it's sort of 20 years behind, the same stove's been out for 20 years, but there's a reason why everybody buys them. It's a fantastic product and they've done their marketing brilliantly.
How was it in terms of efficiency?
Rubbish. You know.
So it was more about I don't know how to phrase it, the X factor of it, there was something else about it.
Yes, there was, and it's not just marketing. You know, you could market a Ferrari beautifully well, but if it was just complete rubbish, nobody would want it. There has to have something else about it. It has to have a certain presence, a certain look, a certain feel. You know, there's somebody, you can feel the care that somebody put into designing that product. You can feel just pulling the grate in and out, the feel of that, the sound of it, the fact that it wasn't clunky, that it was well engineered. Everything about it wasn't beautifully made. The way that the handle locked in, it was agricultural. There was nothing special about it, but it was utilitarian and it worked well. Yeah, I enjoyed every single part of that stove.
I thought it might be that stove because it was the only one you asked me, can we keep it?
Yeah, with all this bad press, I was worried, is it going to be available in a few years? You know, could I keep one? Yeah, I'd still like one now. Obviously comes with gloves, and there's no issue with smoke coming into the room. That's the beauty of an old stove that doesn't have any of these modern approvals. All brass fittings. You can get nickel as an option if you want it. The main handle is very agricultural, crude and simple. There's nothing special about it, but it's never going to break. And I really like that the handle and the hinges are all adjustable, so even after decades of use, this can always remain perfectly sealed and be a good stove. You then got the main riddling arm, which does feel really smooth. It's really nicely engineered. Obviously, you don't want to use that so much when you're burning wood, but great for coal. You've got the primary air, which is a spinner, which when fully open for lighting the stove, and if you're burning coal, you'll probably close the top air and manage it mostly from this lower air. With wood, you just close this off and all the control is on this air vent here, which is also keeping the glass clean. And if we go from fully open to fully closed, you can see it's very reactant, does exactly what we want it to do straight away.